Hello everyone, welcome back to Twisted Serenity. Thanks for clicking on my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create some inexpensive fall signs using only Dollar Tree products. So remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that bell notification to be notified when I post my next video. So with that being said, sit back and relax, or craft with me. Let's get started. Okay, you guys, so this is an MDF ladder from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to rip it all apart. I'm going to take the leaf off of there, and I'm going to use my heat gun and my Cricut spatula, and I'm going to remove that home sign. I did it very carefully because I am going to save this home sign for a different project. If you guys could take off your images easily and carefully, you guys could always save them for future projects. So I remove all that, and once I remove it, I'm going to go in with some antique Waverly wax. And yes, this is not wood, it is MDF, so it does soak it up, but I just did the stain effect and it worked perfectly fine. Now you guys, I want to put like some images in between like the spaces of the ladder, so I grabbed two wooden planks, and these are like the rectangle ones, and I'm going just to measure them, and I'm going to cut them down, and it only took me two of them. So our first wood plank, I am going to take some plaster by Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to paint our little wood square. And then I just take some, I couldn't find my ink pad, so I took some antique wax on like a sponge, and I just went over it, distressing the piece. Now, once it was dried up, I made an image on my Cricut Design Space, and I just transferred it right onto our little wooden piece. And I made this image and I split it up in two, you guys. That's why you guys see it like that. Now, these little sunflowers, I got these sunflowers and bees, I want to say for like $2 on Temu back in the summertime. And it brings a good amount in there. And I just take 3 of the sunflowers out and I glue them right into the middle under the fresh cut. And that was it for this little image. Okay, so on to our second one. For this one, I take a piece of scrapbook paper and I'm just going to size it to our wood image, our wood piece. I don't know why I'm saying image, our wood piece, and I'm going to cut it right out. Then I'm going to take Elmer's purple disappearing glue stick, which I love these things, you guys, and I'm going to glue our image right onto our wood piece. Now, it has like a little bit of overhang, and I always do that on purpose. So when I stand up the piece, it looks nice and neat and clean. And I just always use my nail file from Dollar Tree just to sand up the edges and give me that nice clean. Now this one's so simple, you guys. I take this wood leaf. I have no idea where this wood leaf came from. And I'm just going to stain it with antique Waverly wax. And then I'm going to glue it right into the middle of our piece. And that was it for this one, you guys. All the pieces, some of them are more detailed than the other, and that's what I like about it. Simple, yet beautiful. Okay, you guys. So for our next wooden piece, I'm going to take, this is, I believe, Barn Red by Apple Barrel, and I'm going to give it 2 coats of this color. I love this color. Such a beautiful, for me, a beautiful fall color. Now, I have some stickers that I picked up from Dollar Tree. Look at how simple this is, you guys. And all I do is take the Hello Fall middle sticker, stick it right in the middle, and then I take some leaf stickers that I had, and I glue them all around, and I attach them all around it. And that was it for this one, you guys. Okay, so for our fourth and final one, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to stain it using antique wax. You guys paint it on and then wipe it right off using a baby wipe. Now, I don't know if you guys have saw, Dollar Tree had brought out some new adhesive stencils, and I love them. Oh my god, I love them. They're so cool. I picked up a couple packs of them. Like I had bought just one of each, and then I went back and bought a couple of the duplicates. Yeah, a couple more of each one. You guys, I don't know what I'm talking about. And this was part of one of them, and I just take the stencil off. And I just use my different colors to stencil that right onto our wood piece. And that was it for this wood piece, you guys. So now that we have all 4 pieces done, I didn't want to glue these in. That's why it was like perfect. Like I made sure that I cut them down that it's almost a perfect fit. So if I want to change this around like for different seasons, I can, I should say. And I just slide those pieces right in there. And that was it for this one, you guys. I love how this came out. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so for our next one, you guys, I'm grabbing this like direction Easter sign. I'm going to start off by ripping all those pieces off. Like I say, if you guys could save the pieces that you guys do rip off, the projects that you're redoing, save them. I will save these for Easter time. Now my heat gun broke, so you are going to see my big blow dryer all up in your face. So I got an electric sander, you guys, and I don't know how to act. I've been sanding down everything. That's the only reason why I ripped off. I sanded down the image. You guys could just paint right over it. But since I don't know how to act, I've been sanding down every little thing I could find. So I just go in with some white, regular acrylic paint, and I'm just going to paint over it. Because I am going to use acrylic paints to paint this. And I really wanted those colors to pop. And then sometimes I feel like when you're painting with, you give like a base coat of white paint, it does make those colors pop more. So I take my apple barrel nutmeg brown. I take out, and then I have an essentials paint. This one's from Five Below, and it's like a yellow orchard. I use yellow orchard to cut one color. To paint one color, and then I'm gonna use pumpkin by Waverly Wax to paint another color. Now, it doesn't look great right now, but I promise you guys it's going to look beautiful when we're done. So now I'm going to grab like a paint marker, and I'm just going to go around the whole border of our sign because I want to give this like different dimensions and different colors. You guys are going to see. It doesn't look like much now, but I promise it comes out nice. I do this with my black paint marker, and then I'm going to go in with a white paint marker, and I'm going to give it basically what I like to call like little shadow marks. You'll see me doing that as well. Then you'll see me with a white paint marker. When I put some down, I'll just rub it in with my finger. That gives it more like of a distressed look. It makes it look more, the sign more distressed. So I just made some images with my Cricut, and I just going to transfer them onto each arrow. On our yellowish color, I did corn maze. On our brown color, I did hay rides, and then on our orange color, I did pumpkin patch. Now, since these arrows are like different, like it was tricky for me to transfer them on because they do go a different, like the arrows do have like a little slant to them, and I didn't want the sign, like the words to look too lopsided. So it was a little bit of a challenge, but I did it, you guys. See, I told you guys, it's starting to look like something, right? Right? Now I'm taking out these two shaped leaves. These are the laser cut leaves from Dollar Tree. And I paint them with white paint as first, like I said, because I'm going to paint one with Cinnamon by Apple Barrel and one in Tuscan Red by Apple Barrel. And then that gives them more of a pop. And then I do distress them, which you guys don't see, with some plaster chalk paint. Now, once our leaves are dried, I just attach them right onto our sign. And then I take some thick twine, and I'm going to use the twine as the hanger. Is that twine? I'm not sure. It's like that thicker one that you get from Walmart. And I just push them right through, and I do knots just to secure it. And that is it for this one, you guys. How pretty this came out. Okay, you guys, this next one I think is my favorite one just because of the simplicity of it. These are new, at least to my Dollar Tree, these wood rounds. I've never seen them before. They have like those raised like laser cut pumpkin on it. And I rip off the hanger, and then I'm going to stain the entire thing with some antique wax. And I do get it over the leaf images and the pumpkins, but that's fine because we're going to paint right over them. So you could paint over stain, but you can't stain over paint. Like, so it's fine with me if I got it on there, but I just want the background to be with our stain look. Now I'm grabbing my paint marker again, and I am going just to trace out all the like the leaf images, and you can see them because since they are engraved, like I think it's laser cut, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, since they are engraved in there, they're very easy. You can see you can see them like pop right through the sign. So I'm just gonna trace all over those images, because then I'm gonna go in with my black paint and I'm going to paint them all in. and I'm just using regular acrylic apple barrel paint because I didn't want to use chalk paint, because you guys see I make a mess painting. My hands, the table, everything's always painted, you guys. So I make a mess painting. That's why I'm using acrylic paint for this one. I did not want to mess this up. Now I also paint the pumpkin with the black paint as well. That's what I just love. It's just two simple colors. How beautiful. Now you guys, I made another image with my Cricut, and I'm sorry that I'm using my Cricut a lot. But you guys can use stickers. You guys, Dollar Tree has like rub-on transfers. You know, you could print it out with on printer paper. You can even handwrite it. And I just made fall is proof that change is beautiful. I just love this quote. And then I just transferred it right on to our wood sign. It gave me a hard time coming off, and I think it was because of the antique wax. Every time I use antique wax, like with the Cricut, it does give me a hard time to peel off. And I made sure that wax was completely dried beforehand. So if you guys have any tips, please give me any tips that you guys have on transferring when you're using your Cricut onto antique wax. Now I have this wood bead thing that I got from Dollar Tree, but it was too small. I didn't have enough beads because I wanted it to fit around the border of our circle. So I use my cutting tools and I just cut it right open. And then I have this bead garland from Dollar Tree, which was perfect. It was perfect that it was the same size wood beads as well. So I take some hot glue and I start to attach the ring first around the edge of our wood circle. And then once I put the wood circle, obviously there was maybe like space for like 5 more beads, I should say, give or take. So I just took the beads off of the rainbow garland and I just placed them right onto our wood round. And that was it for this one, you guys. How beautiful is this? Okay, so for our last one, you guys, I have this large wood pumpkin from Dollar Tree. They bring these out every year. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to paint it using some Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. In today's video, you guys, it was basically all the same colors. I will link the colors down below if you guys want to know any of the colors that I use in today's video. Now, once I had it completely dried, I did, and I left this part in here, you guys, because I don't think about, like, I just do it as I go. I don't think about, you know, certain things. So I'm always changing my mind during projects. I did take my black marker and I made like a border outline on it of the pumpkin. And I did not like the way that came out. So towards the end of this project, I will be changing that. But I did distress it with some antique wax using my little chippy brush. Now, Dollar Tree this year came out, well, I don't know, at least in my Dollar Tree, double-sided, like you get 2 packs in one with window clings. And I wanted to use the little boy and girl scarecrow. So I did cut it out completely and cut it off as much to the image as possible. And using some white paper, I'm just going to glue it onto the white paper and then cut it out as well, because it was too transparent and I wanted it to pop out more. Now, you guys could put it on cardstock. I just use white paper because I'm going to glue it right on anyways. Using the purple glue stick, I glue my little boy and my little girl scarecrow, and I glue them with their hands to make it look like if they were holding hands. How sick and cute is that? I printed out with my Cricut, let's fall in love. I know fall in love is a quote for like fall decor, but I don't know the let's part. But I found it super cute, like let's fall in love for the boy and girl scarecrow. I'm rambling, you guys. And I just transfer that right onto the top of it. Now, I also have a little wooden heart that I used during Valentine's Day. And I painted that and I glued it right into the middle of our little boy and girl scarecrow. Now, I have all these different colors of burlap pieces. And you guys, I'm telling you guys right now, check out Walmart, because my Walmart had like rolls of burlap, different colors, for only 50 cents, 75 cents. Check out Walmart, you guys. Sometimes you guys could get more bang for your buck at like Walmart and stuff with their clearance stuff than you can at Dollar Tree. So with the burlap pieces, I just cut them down and I just pulled out some pieces to look at like that frayed look. And I took 4 different colors, 4 different squares, and I just glued them onto the wood sign. Now for our stem, I grabbed another piece of burlap and I just wrapped the piece of burlap with stem on the front of it. I didn't want it to look raised, so I used the Elmer's glue. And then to give it that tight grip in the back, I just put some hot glue down and just pulled it tight to give it that nice snug look, to keep the shape of the stem. Now this is what I was talking about. I didn't like the black on it, so I took some twine, and this is very, very thin twine. I wish I would have used like the thicker one from Dollar Tree. I mean, from Walmart. So I just wrapped it around, going along the border of our wood pumpkin, and I wrapped it twice. And then using that same burlap that I did, I made a messy bow. I don't even know if you call it a bow. I just made some strands, but I used it as a bow and I topped it off with that. And to make this a stand-in piece, I used some Timberland tower blocks. These are the ones that already come in that wood color. It comes in a mixed pack. And I glued two to the back of it. And that was it for this one, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had so much fun creating these projects. And remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that bell notification to be notified when I post my next video. I also left the link down in my description box if you guys want to help and support my channel to buy me a coffee. Just by watching my channel, you guys support me so much, and I want to let you guys know I appreciate every single one of you. As I always say, this world could throw you twists and turns, but always make good choices. To the next one, you guys.